Are you ready to explore the idea of solar but feel like there's just too much to figure out? You're not alone. Solar systems have a lot of moving parts: panels, inverters, batteries, and even some calculations. But it doesn't have to be overwhelming. In today's video, I'll walk you through the basics: how to figure out your energy needs, use tools to size your system, and even tackle a few technical details like cold temperature calculations. And if it still feels like a lot, stick around until the end because I'll share the biggest trick in the book to make your solar journey a whole lot easier. Let's get started. The first step in designing your solar system is understanding your energy needs and goals. Start by checking your utility bills for the past 12 months. Look at the total kilowatt hours you've used each month and calculate your average. This gives you a baseline for the energy your solar system needs to produce. For example, if you use about 1,000 kilowatt hours a month, that's your starting point for a system size. Next, think about what you want your solar system to do. Are you looking to fully offset your energy usage, reduce your energy bill, or start small and expand later? If you're starting smaller, it's important to plan for a sub-panel. A sub-panel allows your system to prioritize powering essential loads, ensuring your solar setup works effectively without needing to handle your entire home's energy needs. Your goals will determine the right type of system. If you're staying connected to the grid and focused on saving money, a grid-tied system is a great option. For complete energy independence and isolated loads, an off-grid system works best. A hybrid system balances both, using solar during the day and battery power at night. If backup power is your priority, decide whether you need enough energy for essentials like your fridge, lights, and medical devices, or backup for your entire home. It's also important to consider power outages. A small battery bank might cover a single day, but several days of autonomy will require more storage. Location matters too. Using tools like PV watts, you can estimate how much sunlight your area gets. For example, in Texas, you might see about 5.5 peak sun hours a day, which adds up to 165 peak sun hours a month, a bit higher than what you'd find in places like the Northwest. Peak sun hours are a key piece to understanding how much sunlight your panels will have to work with each day. However, to estimate how much energy your system will generate over time, you'll also need to know your area's production ratio. The production ratio builds on peak sun hours by accounting for seasonal variations, weather, and efficiency losses. For example, in a location with 5.5 peak sun hours per day, the production ratio might be around 1.5, meaning that for every kilowatt of installed solar capacity, the system will produce about 1,500 kilowatt hours annually. Areas with consistent sunlight, like the Southwest, tend to have higher production ratios, while areas with more seasonal variations, like the Northwest, have lower ratios. Understanding both peak sun hours and the production ratio helps you better estimate how much energy your system will generate and how many panels you'll need to meet your goals. Finally, don't forget your budget. Solar systems can scale with what you're ready to invest. Start small with a few panels and an inverter, or go all in right away. Solar is flexible, and there are often local or governmental incentives to reduce cost. For the latest policies and incentives in your area, you can visit desireusa.org for up-to-date information. By defining your goals and understanding your energy needs, you'll have a solid foundation for building your system. Now, let's look at sizing, the three main components of your solar system: panels, inverters, and batteries. Each plays a key role, and it's important to make sure they all work together and meet your energy needs. Panels are the foundation of your system and determine how much energy you can produce. To estimate how many panels you'll need, start with your daily energy usage. If you use about 1,000 kilowatt hours a month, Divide that by 30 to get roughly 33 kilowatt hours per day. Next, consider your area's production ratio, which adjusts for local sunlight conditions. For example, in Texas, the ratio is about 1.5. Dividing your daily energy usage by this ratio gives you a sense of how much power your system needs to generate each day. Using 400-watt panels, you can divide your energy needs by the panel wattage to estimate the number of panels required. But remember, panels lose some efficiency due to factors like dirt and shading. It's a good idea to oversize your system slightly, around 15 to 20%, to account for these losses. Finally, consider your property layout. Do you have enough roof or ground space for the panels? If space is limited, ground-mounted systems can provide a great alternative. Here's an important detail you don't want to overlook. Cold temperatures can increase your solar panel voltage. As temperatures drop below 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit, which are standard test conditions, the panel's voltage rises because of its negative temperature coefficient. While there's a formula to calculate this, here's an easier way to think about it. The voltage increases by about 0.3 to 0.4% for every degree Celsius below 25 degrees Celsius. For example, if the lowest temperature in your area is negative 10 degrees Celsius, that's a difference of 35 degrees. Multiply that by the panel's temperature coefficient, say 0.33%, and you get an 11.55% increase. A panel with a standard voltage of 40 volts would rise to about 44.6 volts under those conditions. This voltage increase adds up quickly when panels are wired in series, so it's critical to make sure your inverters and charge controllers can handle the higher voltage safely. Your inverter is a key part of your solar system. It's what converts the energy your panels produce into usable electricity for your home. Choosing the right inverter means thinking about your energy needs and the type of system you're building, whether it's grid-tied, off-grid, or hybrid. You'll also need to ensure your inverter can handle your home's peak power demand, the highest amount of power your appliances might draw at one time. Start by listing the wattage of appliances you might use simultaneously. Add those together to get your peak demand. Choose an inverter or a combination of inverters with enough capacity to handle that load, and don't forget to check its surge capacity for short-term power spikes. For example, imagine you're running several appliances at once. A water heater that uses 4,500 watts, 3 mini splits pulling 3,000 watts, lights using another 700 watts, your refrigerator at 800 watts, and cooking appliances drawing 2,500 watts. Altogether, that's a peak demand of 9,500 watts. For this setup, I would need an inverter or a combination of inverters that can handle at least 10 kilowatts. I could choose a single 10 kilowatt inverter or go with two 6 kilowatt inverters to meet this demand. Now, think about how you want your inverter to function in your system. Does it need to handle all the power for your home, or is it just supplementing certain loads? If you're using batteries, will it also manage charging and discharging? These are important considerations when selecting the right inverter for your setup. Finally, your inverter needs to be sized correctly for your solar array. It should handle the energy your panels generate now, but also be flexible enough to grow with your system if you're planning for future expansion. Choosing the right inverter up front will ensure your system works efficiently today and can adapt to meet your goals down the road. Batteries store energy for when the sun isn't shining. When sizing your battery bank, it's important to think about nighttime usage, since your solar array should recharge the batteries during the day. By focusing on covering your overnight needs, you can design a more cost-effective system without having to size for a full 24-hour autonomy. To calculate your battery needs, estimate how much energy you'll use at night and multiply that by the number of backup days you want. For example, if your nightly usage is 15 kilowatt hours and you want 2 days of autonomy, you'd need 30 kilowatt hours of storage. Most lithium server rack batteries provide around 5 kilowatt hours each, so in this case, you'd need 6 batteries. To reduce the strain on your batteries, consider managing heavy loads during the day when your array is producing energy. This approach can help optimize your system and lower the number of batteries required. If you're trying to estimate your system size, there are some great online calculators to help. However, these tools only provide pieces of the puzzle and won't give you the full picture. The PV Watts calculator from NREL, the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, is an excellent starting point. It estimates your system's annual energy production based on your location and solar radiation levels. To use it, you'll enter details such as your location, array size, and panel type to get a general idea of your system's output. For greater accuracy, the tool also requires information like panel tilt, azimuth, and shading, details you might not have finalized yet. Another useful tool is the solar panel string sizer from EG4 Electronics, which you can find on their website at eg4electronics.com under the Resources tab. It's especially handy if you're using EG4 inverters, mini splits, or charge controllers. This tool helps you see how different panel configurations will work with your system. But to use it effectively, you'll need to know the minimum and maximum temperatures in your area, as these impact safe voltage ranges. If you're unsure about local temperature extremes, try searching for the highest and lowest temperatures in your area over the past 10 years. The University of Florida's Solar Reference Map is an excellent source for this. These tools are helpful, but they're just pieces of the puzzle. Designing a complete solar system involves pulling all of this information together to make sure your components work together seamlessly. If you've made it this far, congratulations! You now have a solid foundation to start planning your solar system. You've assessed your energy needs, explored your system goals, and even learned some technical calculations. But here's the truth. Solar design can still feel overwhelming, and that's okay. Now, remember when I said earlier that I'd share the biggest trick in the book? Well, here it is. You don't have to do it alone. At Signature Solar, we have an incredible NABCEP certified design team, a group of friendly experts who can take all the pieces we've talked about today and turn them into a detailed, custom solar plan just for you. If you're starting from scratch, they'll create a detailed custom quote with everything you need: panels, inverters, batteries, and all the components required to build a system that meets your energy goals and budget. Our team uses a professional design platform to map your roof and identify the best panel placement. For customers needing a permitting packet specific to their location, this tool also calculates shading and optimizes your system's performance to meet local requirements. Whether you're planning a grid-tied system, a whole home backup, or an off-grid setup, they'll design a solution tailored to your goals, budget, and unique needs. And the best part? They're with you every step of the way. Whether you're starting small or going all in, our team is here to guide you, answer your questions, and help you grow your system as your energy needs evolve. And if you've already done your research and have a good idea of what you want, that's great too. Our design team can be the expert second set of eyes to check your work, ensuring all your components are compatible and designed for maximum efficiency. They'll help fine-tune your setup to make sure it works seamlessly while staying as cost-efficient as possible. At Signature Solar, we're not just here to sell you products, we're here to empower you to take control of your energy future. With the help of our design team, you can go from feeling overwhelmed to feeling confident in your solar journey. If you're ready to get started, click the link in the description to learn more about our design team. You can also visit us at signaturesolar.com to explore our products or reach out to our sales team with any questions or for assistance with your purchase. Solar is a big step, but you don't have to take it alone. With the right tools, knowledge, and support, we can design a system that works perfectly for you, and we're here to help. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook at Signature Solar US to stay informed and empowered on your solar journey. I'm Kelly with Signature Solar, empowering you to own your own power. We'll see you next time.